What's up, YouTube? It's your boy B King back with another video, and today we are watching why we should ban children. Wow, by offending everyone. Before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos just like this one. And yeah, let's just get right into it.
We all like it raw, but there's consequences. Some people get a rash, others get a gremlin named Nash. It's not just you that suffers. No, when you don't pull out, the rest of us are pulled into your nightmare. Cut to me 3 weeks ago, and I'm one of the last people to board a plane to Austin. When I get to my seat, I notice an empty one next to it, and I'm thinking, sweet, poor man's first class. Then, I heard it.
Oh,
God, please. I know I make a lot of diddler jokes, but excuse me. Fiery Hey, is this your seat? That's right, I sat next to a couple and their 11th month old baby. 12, he needs a seat, but 11, it's fine. Just hold in your arms. Who needs a life preserver when you're holding a pool noodle? Now, I was expecting a cry fest, but what I got was much worse. Because this demon would just randomly, no build up either, just a sporadic. Oof, thanks, kid. Almost fell asleep there. On top of the random shrieks, this kid had permanent I'm about to throw up face. Now, I would never hit a child. But if one is vomiting at me, then I'm throwing a stiff arm. No one's throwing a penalty.
is that valid? I don't know if that's valid or not. It sounds valid to me. That sounds valid, genuinely. But like, if the parents don't swing on the baby first, then I'm swinging. Then I'm swinging. Genuinely, I'm swinging. I don't care if they're like bodybuilders or anything. I'm swinging on that child. That child ain't a bodybuilder. What you mean?
Flag on a plane. If I'm in danger, I will grab a face mask. Sorry, can't juke in a seat. Besides, it's gonna be really hard to convict without any cameras. Assault? No, you mean turbulence. Sounds more like a god problem. Anyway, what were the parents of this hellspawn like? Well, if I had to describe them in one word, it would be defeated. Mom looked like she hadn't slept since the gender reveal, and Dad just kept rubbing his head, probably thinking, why didn't I pull out? And their outfits matched their desperation. Mom had on a crop top that kept raising above her C-section scar, and Dad had on dirty white New Balances with a knee brace. It was clear the only thing f***ing them was reality. Now, the mom was trying her best to distract the baby, bouncing it, rubbing its back, shaking it just enough not to be considered a crime. But nothing was working. Baby would throw out tard face for a moment, then go right back to glitching. Finally, she decided to give her baby some Coke, also known as Coco Melon. Coco Melon is like drinking a Red Bull during a seizure. Every time I hear the theme song, I lose a memory. If I wanted to torture someone, I'd strap a VR headset to them, set the brightness.
I feel like Coco Melon fell off because like I got a younger sister and she don't be watching Coco Melon that much anymore. She is probably because she is probably like 2 years old. I'm not that good with it. Remember, my memory is very bad. I think she's 2. I think, but like she does not watch Coco Melon anymore. That thing fell off for her. I don't know for any other children, but Coco Melon fell off genuinely. But like, it's probably just my sister. But I don't know.
To max and play 1 hour of Wheels on the Bus. Round and round. But Coco did its job and distracted the baby. Probably because it couldn't say, Jesus Christmas, make it stop! Anyway, about an hour later, the mom starts to doze off, which to a baby is the perfect time for mayhem. And just as the mom passes out, the baby swats the phone out of her hand. I go to pick it up for her and feel a small piece of the screen missing. I'm thinking, well, this chick's life's already broken. What's another stressor at this point? But bro, when I handed the phone back, her face screamed, why God? Why? It's like the baby said, every time you look down, you think of me. 20 minutes after that, and they start handing out drinks. Mom gets a water, and Dad gets a double shot of bourbon. Even the flight attendant paused like, you good, bro? I got a ginger ale and immediately regretted it. Normally I'd sip it occasionally, but this baby be flailing. I don't want to be playing goal line defense for the flight, so I just chugged it. Now, after the adults got their bevies, it was time to feed the baby. So the mom starts breastfeeding, which wouldn't have bothered me, but she takes both tits out. Like, is he looking for seconds?
Okay, now you're doing too much. Now you're doing too much. It would be fine if you just took out one and just fed the child, but like both of them, I feel like you're doing too much. Wow. In my opinion, just my opinion. No one wants to see both of them. Okay.
only rocking a half pint in each? How do your udders work, cow? But even with options, the baby was not feeling it. He'd suckle for a bit, then look around, almost to say, it's a little bitter. After snacks, the baby, of course, shit himself, but the parents do not get up. Smell is thrusting around the cabin as I'm thinking, they have to notice. How could you not notice? No! Miss? What? I think he pooped himself. Here, let me get up. So the mom takes the baby to the bathroom, leaving me with Peakton High School Bill. He looked like he was one diaper change away from ending himself, so I say to him, hey, is that your only kid? Yep. First one's always the hardest. Do you have any kids? Me, no. I have a dog. That's why I'm happy. Dad just squints at me for a moment and goes back to looking at his phone. A few minutes later, the plane hits some turbulence, and I'm thinking, how's that diaper change going? You like that random RNG? Soon after, the mom comes out with fresh marks on a crop top, and before I can get up, she just hands me the baby like an in-flight snack, saying, pass him over, then heads back to the bathroom. I quickly toss it to Pops, and of course, it starts to cry. But without missing a beat, the dad just shoves a finger in its mouth, and just like that, silence. Damn, I guess putting it in doesn't always create problems. But problems be coming, because Stacy is back, and before she can take her seat, her husband just holds the baby out like, take it! This sparks some whisper fighting of, I held him all day, you can't even hold him for—
That's crazy. Man does not want to spend no time with this whiny ass child. I feel like, why? Let me not say. I'm gonna be sounding racist. Let me not say.
5 minutes? Shut up. Don't tell me to shut up. Shut up. Don't ever tell me to shut up!
Is love blind?
Hey, what are you doing, baby? Stop grabbing at the what? Oh, you little gremlin! God, I just want to slap your little hand so badly. Right, this. So I take off my headphones and continue to write down all the chaos when the mom looks at my phone and says, are you writing about us? You're disgusting. I'm disgusting. Why do I know what both your nips look like? You giving dinner and a show? Then she tells me to delete it. I'm like, delete what? Delete what you're writing about us. Miss, I know your life's in shambles right now and you're lashing out because you lack proper coping mechanisms, but you can't force me to do anything. So how about you turn back towards your biggest mistake and deal with the shitty hand you dealt yourself?
Damn! Damn, you cooked her. Imagine, did he actually say that? No, like, dead ass, did he actually say that? Because he cooked her ass. Like, damn, he cooked her. He cooked. He ate. He ate. Okay, let's continue.
Is this Karen serious? Hello, can you please move him? Is there a problem? Yes, he keeps harassing me and I want him moved. Man, we're about 35 minutes from landing and this is a full flight. There aren't any open seats. Can't he switch with someone? I can't force another passenger to give up their seat. If you feel unsafe, I can notify airport security to meet us at the gate and they'll take a full statement. Good, do that. Pause. Now, I love trolling Karens, but a plane is not the place to do it. They're a bunch of tired, stressed out passengers trying to make connections and I'm not going to amp up some walrus for the lulz. But it would have been so easy. All it would have taken is a simple, did you just come from the beach? Because you're be sandy. Or a woman's value is based on looks and yours are gone. Or just drive into the lake. Or just drive. Just drive right off the pier to a peaceful life. Oh, and take your luggage with you. Don't give them to a better fam. Drown them in the sedan. Or I could turn to the dad and say, bro, remember, you can always walk away. That is her responsibility. It's your tax. Pay taxes and die. That's life. Or 23 pills. Just 23 pills and it's all over. 25 for the squad. You're gonna let someone else quarterback your team? No, it's either touchdown or guaranteed that would get one of them vibrating. Oh, but I decided to be lame and sit there quietly scheming. All right, maybe I can bypass security. I'm a fast speed walker. There's no way I'm losing to a bitch in flip-flops. But her screaming, stop that man, could cause some problems. Tits. I think I'm gonna have to wait for security. But if I make them laugh, I think I'm in the clear. All right, let's start organizing some one-liners. Okay, we got Sandy Cooter, how do your udders work, cow, oh, you know what, maybe not that one. Finally, we land in Austin, and as soon as they turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, shit got interesting. I stand up and throw on my backpack when the mom says, don't think you're getting away. I wisely didn't respond, but the husband sure does, firing back are you serious right now? I'm not wasting time because you're PMSing. PMSing? Ooh, that's right, floodgates are open. I'm so sick of you doing this, she mutters while fumbling with the baby bag. Keep your voice down. Don't tell me to calm down. Lower your fucking voice. Then the baby starts wailing and now it's a scene. I glance around the cabin and see phones slowly rising. Eventually we start inching forward and the mom just forces her way into the aisle saying, move! Person behind is like, Jesus Christ, lady! Flight attendant comes overhead saying, let's all try to exit in an orderly fashion. Then as we're continuing to shuffle our way off the plane, the mom says, I told you this trip was a bad idea. Dad responds back with the coldest, this trip wasn't a mistake. Marrying you was.
Damn! Ah! No, what was this flight? No, what was this trip? Genuinely, damn! Roast of the century. He ate. Nah, he ate. He ate. He ate. He ate. But like that's sad. Low key. That's sad. And you're just with a 9-month baby. Yeah, let me just say that. 9-month-old, yeah. Let me just say that. That's just sad. The baby really ruined it. You should have waited until you all were ready. Genuinely. You should have waited. But let's continue.
Aisle goes. Eventually, I make it to the terminal, and sure enough, 3 security officers be waiting. Before I can even adjust my backpack, I hear, "That's him right there!" So I stop, but the dad keeps walking. Doesn't look back, doesn't say a word, just beelines it straight to freedom. Mom starts chasing him, yelling, "Jim, wait! Jim! Jim!" I turn to one of the officers and shrug, saying, "Karens." He nods like, "Yep, that tracks," and then I took it as my cue to keep moving. As I made my way to baggage claim, I began to reflect on all the chaos when it finally hit me. Parenting isn't a journey, it's a crash landing. One moment you're dogging in the back of a Honda Civic, the next you're holding a wet pool noodle, wondering where it all went wrong. All it takes is one bad decision.
This is why you take protection. This is why you do protection, everybody. If you're not ready, always be protected. That's all I'ma say. Be protected. That's all I'ma say. Let's continue.
And we'll be careful. One thirsty text of you up for a lifetime of turbulence. So the next time you're thinking about not wearing a seatbelt, just remember, is better than touchdown or you need a license to drive, but not a
Okay. Let me actually watch these ones.
on a gremlin. The real danger isn't the Jeep, it's off meds Pete. Babies aren't a starter Pokemon, okay? You don't just get to pick one and hope it evolves into a functioning adult. Why is it burning things? You know what you want to.
Okay. Now it's getting sexual. Okay, let's get out. That was the video by offending everyone why we should ban children. Hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos just like this one. And I'm out. Peace.